Welcome back. Final episode. Today we plan to finish off Spyro. Need to get some health. Well, now I might wait till I get some Gnasty's loot. Gold. So let's talk to the Blueness. Nice job collecting so much stolen treasure, but beware, Spyro. Gnasty's world is not the most friendly place you will find. Final level, or final world. And disappointingly, the smallest of all the homeworlds. Not too sure what the developers were thinking here, just taking some shortcuts maybe, I don't know. So let's talk to this dragon.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Gnasty's world now, Spyro, and you are the dragon who must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Gnasty's lands, and then you can challenge the Gnorc himself.
So it seems that some of the dragons have decided to try to take on Gnasty Gnoc and gotten themselves stuck into the crystal again. Apparently only small little dragons like Spyro can go undetected. We don't need to talk to the Blueness, we've practically collected everything else. Sadly, this would be the only amount of treasure we'll be able to collect at the moment. The rest of it is stuck in these little head things, so let's go to the first level. Gnark Cove. For a final world level, it's actually kind of joyful with the music, so I'm not too sure. And oh crap, didn't mean to do that. Just because the level looks friendly and stuff doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. This is when the game starts to really ramp up its difficulty, especially when it's in the realm of enemies and stuff. And this is the first time we see TNT in the Spyro games. Let's get out of the way before it blows up. And yeah, that's how we destroy these chests in this level. Look at the underwear there. My underwear's not that cool, or that fancy. It's pretty great not to have to keep looking at mushrooms as the fodder. Oh crap, I was hoping to get through this, so we're going to have to get through the enemies here. This guy, you're going to have to flame him so that it sets off the TNT. Oh, he's hit me, but we hit him again. Try not to get hit by these barrels. And we'll find it on the other side. And we can talk to this dragon here.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Gnasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Gnorc boots if I were him.
I think there's a Magic Crafter dragon. Can't remember which level he is, but I think he's a Magic Crafter. Been watching video clips on the lore behind Spyro the Dragon. People overthinking the world and stuff, but in the second game I think the world building gets really good, it does. So yeah. seriously, this music just rocks and it's too cheerful for its own good. I don't know about you, but I actually like to use Spyro music to study too, so I don't know, there's something about the music that rather nostalgic a bit. I mentioned in the previous episode that when I actually play the Reunited trilogy, I still use the original music. I don't go over the new music. I perhaps didn't mean to do that. Get this thing. Need to be able to. And let's get the butterfly here. I think for the Crash Bandicoot remaster, I actually prefer the remade music than the original MIDI file ones that we had in the PS1 era. But for Spyro the Dragon, the original is always going to be the best. Been playing a game called Saga Frontier 2, which is an old RPG from, again, a PS1 era, and actually, surprisingly enough, graphically hasn't dated that badly. Not just if I will do a Let's Play, it's a little obtuse at times, and can be pretty difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Definitely one of those games where you need a strategy guide to cipher things out. Is there any? Oh, let's get some more health. Okay. One of the videos that I actually watched actually discussed the gems and how the gems are actually being turned, or the monsters have been turned, or the gems have been turned into monsters. And when you defeat the monsters, they turn back into why is this not going? The monsters turn back into gems. I think I might have to charge through this. But apparently the only enemies that don't do it is the only games to have the gems, or monsters turning into gems, is the first game and the third game. And it turns out Reupload from the second game is the only bad guy that can't actually make enemies himself.
Wow! I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
You got to believe. I much prefer Tom Kenny as the voice of Spyro. One of the best things they did with the Reunited trilogy is make Tom Kenny the voice throughout all three games. According to Insomniac Games, Tom Kenny is apparently a really nice guy and was the highlight of Insomniac Games, of them. And I'll crack my head again. God knows what I'm going to be like with the next level. Next level has it's the machine gun level. Lots and lots of machine guns. So here you've got 3 choices of pathways to go down, so we collect the gems first and we might go down pathway number blue. And it leads to a key. It reminds me of the catacomb level in Medieval. Is it Catacombs? It's that one where you have to defeat a the flying heart thing at the end of the level. I might do a medieval let's play maybe one day. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Oh crap! Didn't mean to do that. Get away from the guy. And here's a little funny little thing here. You can actually open this chest without actually needing the key. I think this is the only time you can actually do this, and for some reason the key kind of remains in your pocket or so. And you've got one of these enemies, and have a look at the underwear. Oh, thought I was not going to do that a moment ago. We're going to miss that. Again, the hover ability would have come up with so much more useful in this game. But to be honest, the levels aren't really made around the ability to hover, so yeah, maybe not a good idea to have maybe the hover ability. And I think that's about all. It's kind of annoying not seeing a complete level or so, but we're getting there. Twilight Harbor. Let's hope there's no werewolves and vampires. Oh my. Yeah. This is what happens when you take on people that support the Second Amendment. Not that I want to get too political with my Let's Play. I know. Oh crap. In the Reignited trilogy, they kind of changed it to being paint guns. Death by paint gun. Not too sure if that's even possible. I don't know if anyone's died playing paintball before. And Spyro's gonna die. I mean, you don't need to defeat the previous enemy. You need to charge through these guys with some gems. Try not to fall into the thing. Oh, good. Let me do that. The camera doesn't seem to want to cooperate today.
Thank you for releasing me.
Remember Cosmos with the name. And again, another Magic Crafter thing. Or maybe Dreamweavers. Get those two different types of dragons mixed up at times.
Be on the lookout for Gnorc commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Peacemakers, I think that one is. I think they might have got one from each world to come back. And one of the few kind of interactiveness, one of the few interactive parts of the level. And have I? Oh crap. Oh, there's just a life there. Not a biggie. Not a biggie. We're almost near the end of the game anyway, so don't think we're going to be using up too much health. The sound that those things make when you charge into them. Now this is a bit of a difficult supercharge because there's not a lot of room for error here. And can I get it? Can I get it? Yes! The next part is probably the last, what I would call, enemy gauntlet thing. Lots of enemies in close spaces, and this time they've got guns, so that's going to be fun. I haven't exactly decided what game to play next. I might take a break for a bit because it's winter where I am at the moment and it's kind of cold in my bedroom where I'm recording it. But I might actually might go back and do Spyro 2 because it's Spyro 2, everyone loves Spyro 2. And let's go back and get some more health, so Spyro doesn't have to and also do checkpoint there, so Spyro doesn't have to defeat those enemies all over again. Gotta love the exploits. Also, really, if you can call it exploits. And you can hide behind the cover there. For a brief moment, Spyro's become a third-person shooter. It's kind of funny because some of the games, I think their very first game was a first-person shooter. I think Disruptor, but strangely I've never played it. It's not an easy game to get outside of maybe pirating it. I don't think it came to the PSN network. Have I got enough gems? Have I got enough gems? And yep, that's enough gems. Now it's time to fight the man himself. Gnasty Gnoc. First of all, let's get some health. Gotta stay healthy. And remember to keep up with your fluids. I need to come up with a better catchphrase. Even though this is a boss battle, there's still basically treasure scattered everywhere. What a messy, Gnasty Gnoc is. And so, it ends with basically an egg thief chase. Spyro the Dragon in a nutshell. But they're pretty easy to chase. first time around is just basically the aim is just to get as much get all the treasure. Did I treasure? Treasure, I'm not sure. Difficult word to pronounce. I have a speech impediment, so that's why half of what I say doesn't really make much sense at times. Oh crap, I thought I managed to get him. I get him? Yep, got him. And actually, no, just to make sure that I didn't miss any gems here. Now it's time to take on the Gnoc himself. And he runs away like a little coward. Come face me, you little thing. Otherwise, before, we're probably going to do one walk around just to get the gems. And that's one thing that the second and third game improve on, is actually proper boss battles. I'm trying to believe that this is basically the final boss battle in the game, and it's just a tasting. Reminds me of, I think, oh god, what's the name of the game? Monsters Inc. All the boss battles are basically chase, or races, I think it is. You have to, managed to save it there. It's that purple character, I love, I can't remember the name of them. You can like camouflage himself, you get to race him. And oh crap! And I'm gonna have to go round the ring again. Can we get him? Can we get him? Yes! And he drops one gem, and he still runs away. And now this is could be fast as possible, and you get a little less space as you go along. And die, Gnoc, die!
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Gnasty Gnoc?
Gnasty Gnoc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
I don't know about you with that end cutscene there, but I always thought Spyro said glide to Glimmer, which is the starting location for the second game. Not too sure why he would be glide to Glimmer. This is another thing I really like about the original Spyro games, is this kind of zoom through the level, kind of get a sky kind of developer view of the levels. It's actually quite interesting that a lot of the people that worked on Spyro still work at Insomniac Games. Don't really have that quite often with developers. I think even what's his name again? Stuart Copeland's son works as a sound engineer at Insomniac Games, so apparently it's one of the best game companies to work for. One of the few AAA game developers that is not problematic. Looking at you, Ubisoft. Yep, Stuart Copeland, the man, the legend. I love the sweeping kind of scene here. Although you saw some of the level walls clipping out there. One of the enemy gauntlets. No sheep were harmed during the creation of this game. A few Gnocs, but no sheep. Used to own a sheep when I was younger, which we named Maggie. Maggie was such a good little sheep. And look, it's the final dragon to rescue.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Which is basically now, because we've basically done everything. And we've done everything. Okay. I'm gonna have to check through the atlas for a moment, sorry. Which one did I miss? And oh my god, it's Gnasty Gnoc. I have to go back there again. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to go back to Gnasty Gnoc. The goal is just to get that one gem. Always that one little gem. One little gem. Question is, where is that one gem? You don't have that, at least you don't have that ability that Sparks can, like, magically show you where. Oh, there it is. And we can just exit the level. We don't have to fight Gnasty Gnoc all over again. I'm a professional. And now we can finally get to Gnasty's loot. The final level. And the best thing about this level is unlimited flying with some strings attached. Basically, you can only go up to a certain height. I'm not too sure how this all works, but basically the main goal of this level is just to get all the gems. Get them gems! For a very long time, when I was younger, always wondered what this level was going to be like, and I have to admit I was slightly disappointed as an adult, but this is one of those things with games. And it's just basically a gem collectathon, which is basically what the rest of the game is like. I think maybe Spyro 2 had probably the best end-game reward, which is unlimited super breath. Maybe if you were able to, like, maybe have unlimited flying, but that may have probably broken the game a little bit in the other levels. I think Ratchet and Clank, their end-game bonus is a lot better. You get the museum, which is quite a fun thing to explore. See all the cut content and stuff that wasn't able to make to the final game. go here now. And it's another egg thief. I think this might be the only these might be the only purple ones. I think treetop is a green one and a red one. I mean, assume this symbolizes these are the fastest of all the egg thieves or thieves, although they're not really that fast. I was able to take them out with relative ease there. And for the first time we have a flying thief. It's actually far more annoying actually trying to take out this egg thief in the Reunited trilogy. It's like slightly too fast. And where is this egg? Where is the thief? Where's it hiding? Okay, that's weird. It should be here somewhere. Hello, little egg thief. Where are you, little blue thief? Flying blue thief. Oh, there it is. Not gonna hurt you too much. Where is he? It was there before and it keeps disappearing on me. There he is. Can I get to it? And we may be able to get it. And it's another flying one. Going through a lava-y, tunnel-y area. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to get this guy. Get him. Almost there. Well, it's not supposed to take as many shortcuts, but not too many risks. Get this time. And yet we have. And we fly to the end of this lava cave tunnel thing. And let's see what's in the final area. And it's Insomniac Games trolling us. But with this, we can basically go anywhere in the level now. So let's pick up the last little gems, which are in these little metal casings. So we have to light the fireworks to get them. Whee! About all for the gems in this area, so this isn't about to go to the very final area, and still be able to. Oh, how can we get there? It's weird. I think I might have to go back here again. It's weird. I have to start flying from here. Hopefully we can reset now. In the Reunited trilogy, this is actually where Gnasty Gnoc's opening cutscene occurs. But I think it's kind of a clever little thing that they did. And the most satisfying part in the original Spyro game. And can I get the camera? The camera keeps not. The camera really doesn't want to cooperate with me today. That, I think, is all the gems. All 2,000 gems in Gnasty's loot. And that is the end. What's the final cutscene?
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnoc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnoc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Surprisingly, not a sequel hook. That, unfortunately, never gets resolved. I think it's more of a bit of a gag. For, yeah, a joke more than anything else. So, hope you've all had fun watching me ramble for, I think, for almost a good 5 hours now. The fact that people actually are willingly listening to me talk is strange, to say the least. So remember, guys, keep up your fluids, keep up your mental health, be kind to one another, and till next time, goodbye. Oh god, that bass in this is so nice. Powerful Gaming, you definitely need to review this game just for the music alone. I know you usually don't do platformers, you usually do RPGs, but seriously, do the Spyro Dragon game just for the music. It's just awesome. best soundtrack there ever is for a video game. Okay, so this credit's gone a lot longer than I was expecting. Awkward. And if you're still watching now, then bye-bye.